Hi, in this video we learn how to project some points on a B-rep or a surface. Actually, the project points to B-reps methods is under the rhino.geometry.intersections class, and if you head down to the almost the end of these methods, you'll find the project point to B-reps. So if I have some points here and I want to project them on this surface, and they are on the they are not located on the surface, in order to do so, the method project points to B-reps returns a point 3D array, and it's a static method, so we use the methods, we use the class's name in order to do this, and it needs an enumerable or a list of B-reps, a list of point 3D objects, which are the points that we need to project on the surface or the B-rep, and a direction, so how to move the points in order to place them on the B-rep, and a tolerance. So again, a list of B-reps. So we need to convert our surface to a B-rep at first, or we can just make our surface a B-rep. So if we make the type here B-rep, then this surface is now a B-rep in our C# script, and we need to type the points that we need to project on this surface. So point 3D, and it will be a list, and now we can try it. So it returns a point 3D array. So point 3D array point, let's say projected points, will be equal to rhino.geometry.intersection, and now we'll type dot project points to B-reps, and here we'll add our B-reps list, our points list, a vector 3D that will be dot z-axis, and a double tolerance. So now these B-reps should be identified as list and not just one B-rep, because if we see here that the surface returns an untrimmed surface, which is actually a B-rep, it's a one B-rep, so we need to add it to a list. So either using this right click and making it a list access, or creating a list of B-rep and adding our B-rep to it will make this work. So instead of this, we can just create, let's make this an item access, and let's create a list of B-reps. So list of B-rep that is called B-reps, and that will be equal to a new list of B-rep, and we'll make sure, is it a list? Yes, it's a list, it's not an array, because this will make a huge difference. And so now we can add our B-rep, so B-reps.add B-rep, and that's it. So we added our B-rep, our input B-rep to this list, and now we have here a list of B-reps. So if we just say A equals point project points, now this should project our points on the surface. It gives us an error. Okay, there are some invalid. So after checking, our problem was that our B-rep here was having a list access instead of an item access, and here we can't add a list to a list. We can concatenate two lists, but we can't add a list inside the list using the .add method. And as we identified this brep as to have a list access. This made the problem, and after checking, the points input had an item access, although it's a list. So just making it a list, now our code runs, and here we can find that the points are projected on our surface. If we go to the top view, the points now are, and this does not actually work. If we move it here, we can find that it now can be projected, and it will give us a point just on the surface in the Z direction. If we change this surface, we'll find that the points change depending on that. But still, because we chose the Z axis, we can change actually the vector and use, instead of a vector 3d.z axis, we can just type a new vector 3d and change that to -1, or let's say 1, 1, and -1, and this can only project those, just those points, actually maybe the last points here, because some of them will, if they like move to the 1, 1 and negative, in this case they will not be falling on the surface, and that's why. So we can just again say vector 3d.z axis, and this will have our points just falling directly on the surface. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in another videos.